For Russ Goodman, a blueberry, pecan, and timber producer in Clinch County, agriculture runs deep in his heritage. A seventh-generation farmer, Goodman knows a thing or two about the industry and has been around long enough to see the many challenges the industry has faced over the years, including the 80s when he was growing up.
From 1980 to 1990, a third of the family farms in the country were foreclosed on, and my dad actually lost a farm to foreclosure in 1986, and so that really, I guess at an early age, instilled in me, to have a heart for the farmer and the family farm, and needless to say, I'd say those times left an indelible print in my memory.
Those tough years fueled his passion to be an advocate for the industry, and shortly after a trip to D.C. to testify on behalf of fruit and vegetable growers, Goodman says he decided to run for political office in order to have a bigger voice for ag in rural Georgia.
I came home from that, and I think that was probably the catalyst that finally made me put my name on the ballot. I felt like maybe farmers and folks in rural Georgia needed another voice with that understood what it's like to make a living out of the dirt and the issues and challenges that we face.
As one of just a handful of state legislators that farm full-time, Goodman says he has a unique perspective at the Capitol. As he says, he strives to build meaningful, trustworthy relationships with colleagues that may not know much or anything at all, for that matter, about the industry that's so vital to the state.
We live in a world today where 2% of the people live on farms, and the other 98% of the country that doesn't farm for a living, whether or not they know it or not, their lives depend on the 2% of us that do. So yeah, I think that it definitely having the background in ag helps, and I find that I do that a lot in terms of just really informing my fellow legislators on the issues that farmers are facing, and I think, and obviously it's about building trust, right? Anything you do in life is relationships, whether it be business or in politics.
And according to Goodman, those relationships and that education are strengthened by organizations like Farm Bureau that work alongside him and other ag leaders in the legislature to advocate for policy that's beneficial to farmers and producers.
We're all a team up there. Farm Bureau is a very, very crucial element in my ability and other rural legislators being able to educate the members of the legislature that don't understand agriculture as well as we do. And so, yeah, I mean, when you're a Farm Bureau member, you're not only supporting a great organization, but you're helping people like myself and Robert Dickey and Sam Watson and Drew Eccles, and the list goes on that are up there fighting for farmers. I wouldn't want to do the job without them.
Reporting in Cogdale for the Farm Monitor, I'm John Holcomb.